sorry, we swear. We've put out shows this week. YouTube just changed how it worked.
And now we're streaming live. Good morning. It's Friday, and apparently YouTube has switched the game on us, and the shows that we have streamed all week have just not been uploaded after the stream. So we were live every morning this week. Y'all just didn't get to see us, apparently. But we're back. We're live, and apparently I have to relearn the whole YouTube system again. So hopefully come Monday morning, we'll be back in good shape. And of course, now we seem to have lost Cameron. Y'all, this might just not be our day. There's the ringtone. Now we should have Cameron back. Coming in strong, hopefully.
Hopefully.
There we are. Okay. Not our best morning, but let's do this.
At least we actually...
We were ready. The internet wasn't ready for us. All right. Chandler police. Man fatally shoots another man who threatened him. Man told Chandler police early Wednesday that he shot and killed another man who had threatened him, according to police officials. Arrived at a home near Arizona Avenue and Chandler Boulevard about 3 a.m. to find a man who was dead, said department spokesman Detective Seth Tyler. Before the officers arrived, the shooter called the police to say he shot a man who threatened him. Investigators spoke with the man. As of Wednesday morning, no suspects were at large, no arrests were made. The investigation into the shooting was ongoing. Wow, that is incredibly light on details.
Yeah, that is the vaguest of vague sauce.
But it is a DRT.
Don't threaten people? Like, it's pretty simple. And look, this could swing a couple of ways. This could have been a personal dispute. This could have been two strangers. With the way that it's written, it could have potentially even been two criminals engaging in some criminal activity, and one tried to backstab the other. In any event, I still feel like philosophically, the point is the same. If you don't threaten another person, well, this won't happen. If you don't harass strangers, this won't happen. And I've said it before, but I'll say it again. If you've got Dope Boy A and Dope Boy B, and Dope Boy B decides to try and rob Dope Boy A, and Dope Boy A defends himself and ends up killing Dope Boy B, putting aside the moral gray area of the fact that they were dope boys, I still think the logic holds. Don't deprive another man of anything, and you won't get shot. Like, it's pretty darn simple. You know, the libertarians talk about the non-aggression principle. There's a reason why they're so big on it. Back when Chris and I were kids, you know, it used to be that if somebody was bullying you at school, your dad would say something to the effect of, "You're allowed to defend yourself. Just try not to be the one that throws the first punch. That way you're covered." Obviously, that's not how it works now. But the logic holds. If you give the bully every opportunity to stop being a bully, and they continue to be a bully, and you finally have to punch them in the nose to make them stop being a bully, well, don't be a bully.
So, make no mistake, I miss brawling. I loved brawling. But
I don't.
let's talk for a second about what it means to be a grown ass man. Something that, and this is the whole snowflake generation thing, all that. People have become very comfortable behind their keyboards. I'm okay. I'm producing a YouTube show here, but I get out in the community and we
The irony, the irony, the
yeah.
irony.
But
We have.
I'm
Go
doing
ahead.
some commentating here, just because I haven't shot anybody in a few years. Uh, Here's the thing: you live in America, and we have a Second Amendment. Now, there's a whole lot of conversation to be had about the importance of the philosophy around the Second Amendment. Most importantly, the retention of the use of force by the people so that the government doesn't have a monopoly on the use of force. But as a practical matter, you're a grown man in America, you don't know who you're fighting, who you're stepping up to, as it were. When you make a threat, you could be talking to a retired warfighter. You could be talking to uh, a martial artist. You could be talking to a black belt in kung fu or somebody with extensive experience in Gracie Jiu-Jitsu. You could be talking to a man that's wearing a 357 Magnum on his hip. Or, he could just be an interminable 350-pound badass that'll roll you over and eat your lunch. Um, he could be any one of those things that I am. You don't know what you're walking into. And that's worth thinking about.
Yeah. Would you call Mike Tyson a bitch? I
Yes.
wouldn't.
Yes, it would be, and
Boy,
and I would tell the story of what the world looked like when I woke up for the rest of my life after that.
because I mean, the man literally has one of the hardest punches ever, like just ever.
Yep,
It's amazing that he doesn't have like forearm damage and stuff like that.
I would call him a bitch, and then I would have his face engraved on the gold tooth that I put in to replace it.
But all jokes aside, there's a reason why. There's a reason why I asked the question that way. Um, you would understand that calling Mike Tyson names would be a terrible idea. Because if he got sick of your shit and popped you one, like seriously, a light tap from him is more than most of us can handle. Like, it just go look at a compilation of Mike Tyson's knockouts. The guy's terrifying. He's one of those athletes where it almost looks like he's not even moving. And then just bam, you're done. You're out like a light. Well, it's kind of the same thing. And it's why firearms are as important as they are. It gives us all the ability to be Mike Tyson. The 112-pound co-ed that just happens to carry a Glock 17 in her purse. Well, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Try and assault her. See what happens.
Yeah,
I've
because she's
said
carrying a
before.
Glock 17. Her daddy's a cop.
I mean, 9 millimeter, 9 millimeter sized holes are what they call a deterrent.
At least if her daddy's a cop, you'll get prosecuted, not disappeared.
Maybe depends on how far into your assault you get. Anyway, anyway, so yeah, don't really have the time to go into all the coronavirus stuff, but you know, who's glad that they've got a whole bunch of extra buckshot sitting in their cabinet right now? This guy right here. Ooh, buddy. And look, I don't think we're about to go full blown
Like
apocalypse. Chris and
5.56,
I,
357, 308, 9 mil. I can keep going.
I don't own any 9 millimeter rifles currently, so I can't follow you to that last one. And I happen to have 7.62 as opposed to 5.56. But
I don't have any 7.62 right now. That's okay.
that's okay. It all does the same thing.
I've
Makes a
got
piece
plenty
of
of
metal.
5.56. I can get some 7.62.
One way or another. And look, Chris and I are both coming from North Georgia, and there's a joke going around the internet that says, "Sorry, folks, Georgia's closed," because schools are shut down and parks are shut down and everything. Well, I think there could be some overreaction happening here. At the same time, as people panic, and they will panic, that is for me at least, the most terrifying thing about all of this. It's awfully nice to go healed and to know that I'm going healed, because I'm not looking for a problem. I will actively avoid a problem if I feel like I can. But at the same time, I'm not going to be a helpless victim either. Neither is my children, neither is my wife. It's just not going to happen. You might still get me. Hell, you might probably still get me. But you're going to have to earn it. It's just that simple. And that's really all I got, because despite the fact that everything is closed, I work for a private company instead of the government, so I still have to go to work today.
Right. I also work for a private company instead of the government, but it's my private company. Ah! Soon, baby. Soon. And I just pulled it up to check. Looks like my county has not closed the schools yet, but they have suspended all of the after hours activity and all that stuff. So I fully expect to see that my area will close the schools probably starting for Monday. And excuse me, that's all I've got. We'll see y'all Monday morning. Y'all be safe out there. Don't drive drink. Don't lick any doorknobs, and don't fry bacon naked. Be safe. It's time to go to work. See you Monday.
All right, man. I'm going to go make sure I stink pretty.
Good luck with that.
Later.